Welcome to the dark side. Tonight, I alone hold the power, and you, faithful, think you're safe. Do you know who I am? I'm about to change the game.
Danielle, we all knew it was you already. We all knew it was you, Danielle. The whole house.
Man.
Wait,
Gotcha.
I'm still not sure. I think it's I'm not sure that Danielle is the traitor. I think it's Sam.
Sam's
Great.
not here, Dolores.
Oh. That West guy. I think it's West.
Great judge of character on Dolores' part. Great judge of character. Well, with that being said, I think this is the perfect way to segue right into the beginning, because the beginning starts with us figuring out who Danielle chooses. And surprise, surprise, it's Britney. Was
Britney,
anyone
bitch.
here,
Yeah.
anyone surprised by this choice? Did we think it could be anything else?
I was not surprised. No. No.
Which is sort of the problem. Danielle hasn't surprised anyone yet.
Yeah.
What do we think of her picking Britney?
I thought it was stupid. I mean, like, for the last few episodes, Britney has had a target on her back. People are speculating there are two traitors. They're both women. One of them is Britney. So I just thought it was dumb, because if Britney gets chosen and gets sent home, now you're alone. Two, she's mad at you because you just sent her home. And it puts a target on your back, because if they're, I don't know. I just thought it was stupid.
It was the easiest choice in the world. You choose a traitor who would have voted for you, and you take him off the board now, and you leave Britney there, who was never going to vote for you.
Right.
That was the easiest choice. Like, Britney's on your side, Dylan's on your side. Choose Gabby or Ivar, and now they're off the board. They're not going to vote Danielle in.
Yeah, for me, it felt like I didn't see Survivor, Big Brother, whatever show they were on. It felt like Danielle was trying to pay her back for something, like she's doing her a favor by taking her to the end. And I don't know, it just...
But if anyone, I think Britney is the one that owed her the favor, because I think Britney's the one that got her out. But even so, even Britney said it wasn't a good move. The episode before, she's like, if it's Danielle, it'd be the most obvious choice. And you're bringing her into something where you already have your back against the wall. Danielle's name has been thrown out a few times already. Caroline just got out. They had this big public feud. So, I mean, people are going to look at Danielle. So, like Eric said, the best move would have been to remove a name from your mouth, get somebody that people don't expect. Whether it's Ivar, whether it's, whoever, Gabby, just somebody that would have voted for you, and then take him. But she did what Danielle always does and makes horrible moves. So, I'm not shocked.
Well, according to her and Britney then start conversating, and they're plotting, and they're scheming, and they have this amazing plan on who to vote out. So I believe it comes down to Ivar, Tom, and Gabby. Those are the three choices. And in the end, all their scheming and plotting, it's Tom.
The worst choice.
Horrible choice. Horrible. Horrible.
I was like, in my head, I'm like, Dolores is going to continuously vote for him. He's going to continuously vote for Dolores. You leave those two morons in this game till the end.
Yes.
Why would you take them out? But
Do I want to keep the smartest, loosest lipped guy in this house, or do I want to keep the girl who's going to drag me across this round table? Let me choose the dumbass and send him home. I don't know, man. It's just...
we weren't even expecting it. We were like, all right. I was like, she's going to either send home Gabby, Ivar. Ivar's a faithful. Everybody knows or thinks he's a faithful, at least until this episode. But Tom, it just
for
made
Dolores.
no sense. Yeah, so it didn't make sense. I was like, remove almost anybody else. Tom was like, it just didn't make sense. But Britney did say he threw out her name, but it's Tom, so I don't think people are listening to him like that. I would have taken out Gabby.
Yeah.
He didn't even throw out her name. He was agreeing. So the thing is, like, who's he following? You didn't even murder the person whose advice he's following, which was Gabby. He wasn't the one lobbying; it was her. But you chose the underling. I don't get it.
I agree. I didn't understand it. I don't know. But this is what happens when you have two not very smart players playing together. I don't know. I don't know where they're going with this. It didn't really make sense. I mean, I think it just keeps digging them into a deeper hole. I don't know.
The one thing I really hold against him is, like, fine, if you're not great at the game, that's okay. Do what's good for the show. Tom is good for the show. Why would you kill him? Kill somebody. I would have been like, kill Ivar, who's like a fine player, but doesn't bring. You killed the entertainment.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I feel like he should have been recruited. Tom should have been recruited to be a traitor because no one's gonna suspect him. Everyone knows that he's a faithful. He would have been a great traitor, and he would have went far.
No, even better.
Yeah.
Babe, he would have been a terrible traitor, which is good too, because then he gets voted out. He would have been a terrible traitor, folded under pressure. Boom, fourth traitor gone. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I actually think he might have been good because he is a showman. I mean, that's his skill. He's not a game player. He is a showman to keep Vanderpump Rules all these years. So I think he might have been able to keep up that stupid, like how he went out kind of saying like, I was the most gracious player, whatever he was saying, like I was so good at it. Yeah, I was the most, like hyping. So I think he has showman kind of attitude, a little bit like Wes, why we love Wes. He gets a good laugh in for you. And I think Tom's kind of realized, like, the world's going to hate me no matter what because what a piece of crap I am. I might as well have some fun with it. So maybe he could have kept up that dumb, like, my favorite part is, when they're getting the clues and he's, like, totally off track and they're like, no, the clue is this. Like, it's this. What are you talking? Like, if he would have kept that up, he could have made it to the end, but.
Well, yeah. I recount my statement because he probably could have fooled them all because we definitely know he fooled one person for a couple of years.
He did. Very true. Could we actually?
He kept that secret.
Yeah.
Cheers is a bad word, but I'm gonna cheers for Sandoval because today is the anniversary where Ariana found out that he was cheating on her. March 1st, wow, 2023. So
cheers.
He's still going. Okay. Cheers. He's still relevant, so that says a lot.
Yeah. Can we all, in honor of his in memoriam, I guess, of his murder, all do a Tom harmonization together into the mics? Ready? Oh. This is the part where everybody's gonna sign off like fuck that.
They're like, no, watch time ends here.
100%.
So then we get on to the mission and we hear about the Seer. That's what we were all excited about last week, to see what the Seer is. And pretty much what it is whoever wins gets to pick a player of their choice to sit down with and ask, are you a faithful or a traitor? So I thought that was depending on who wins it, it can be a game changer. It really can. If somebody like Dylan wins it and sits down with Danielle, there you go. I did wonder who Dolores would sit down with, but...
Ivar. I know you're faithful, but I'm going to ask anyway.
What did you guys think of that little power because we haven't had a power yet really in this whole game?
I thought it was a great twist. Like the good thing about Traitors and why I love it so much is that every season they evolve, they learn, they adapt, and they grow, and they change things up a little bit. So adding this power is definitely a good thing. I was wondering if they should have added it a little bit earlier, but I can see why they waited until the end to release it, because then it gives somebody an edge on the final ceremony if they get the power.
I agree. Yeah, I think it was the right time with less players. You give the faithfuls a better shot to try to catch one more person. And also, I think it probably is a little bit hard for the Traitors to continue hiding with as many people, because I feel like right now, like, we kind of know who the faithfuls are. Like, we got to know that Dylan is a faithful. We got to know that Ivar is a faithful. So it really comes down to, like, even Dolores, like, I don't think she's giving off traitor vibes in the game. So it's really tough. So the Traitors need a way to hide a little bit. So I thought it was good.
But I mean, if they need a way to hide, this was not a good way to hide, because Dylan was so focused on Danielle's behavior. What is she doing? What is she saying? And she was so frantic trying to find these freaking clues and stuff that I think she just gave herself away big time.
But
that is true.
And that's what I was confused about. Does it though? Does it give away her game that she wants to win a power to find out who the traitor is? I think that should help her case that she's a faithful, right? Because you want to win that power. You know, I mean, everybody wants to win the power, so I don't think her being focused on trying to win is a bad thing. So when Dylan said that, I was like, I don't know, because it could go either way. You're just really friendly because you want the power, so you could find out, you know, who's a faithful, who isn't.
But if you're a faithful, you would like to win it.
But
if you're a traitor, you have to win it. And so, like, maybe that's the difference.
I'm a faithful, and all right, so I don't get to find out. I'm still going to play the same exact way. But if I'm a traitor, I'm just going to go that extra mile to just make sure that I win. So
It's especially somebody in her position who has these friends that'll never vote her in. Why are you, of all people, so concerned about winning? You're kind of safe. So I think that might have raised a red flag for him, because that's what it would have been for me. If I know you're safe because you have my vote, you have Britney, you have all these people who are going to back you, Dolores, why are you so concerned? It's some of us that probably need to be concerned that we don't have all this backing. I think that's where he was kind of going with it. I don't know.
'Cause a faithful doesn't have to win. Because if I'm a faithful, I didn't win, somebody may ask me if I'm a faithful, guess what I am? Now you know.
yeah, like
So
nothing
it's-
changes for the faithful.
Yeah,
There's-
it's really
there's-
the traitors have to go after it. It was telling. It also didn't help Gabby, though, that Gabby was really going hard after it. So I could have seen Dylan, even though we're like, how can you not believe it's Danielle? In this case, you could have probably seen, like, damn, Gabby keeps messing up with the challenges because she's so desperate to get the money that his suspicion of her may have, like, come back too.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you guys, with this mission, there was kind of 3 segments. We had the clowns, dancing clowns, partying clowns that kind of switch around. Then we have the creepy little pull string dolls, and then we have the poop bags or whatever they smelled like. I don't know. They were really, they were grossed out by that. Did you guys have a favorite of which part of this challenge, or did you think it was kind of stupid, any of these parts?
It was definitely a stupid challenge. But
it was entertaining. It was.
I
really
like the
entertaining.
dancing clowns.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, that was my favorite. I was like, okay, all right. One thing we were kind of laughing about, and Victor made a point, he's like, the only really cool thing about this whole challenge is, like, this is something you could potentially do in real life. Like, make these kind of games in real life where, unlike the challenge, those kind of things, you know, like, those games you can't do, like, everyday people. But this, anybody could play these kind of games. We could do this in our backyard. But,
Raquel
I thought it was...
Raquel actually did send me a video of somebody who did a challenge game at a Traitors style game at home. I was like, I think I
saw it. It was like a dinner party, right?
Yeah.
Was that? Yeah. I want to do that.
That'd be
Can
fun.
we do that?
Yeah. That'd be fun.
Yeah. So I wasn't in love with the challenge overall, but you know, I think the whole key of this one was to figure out who the seeker was. But in the end, sadly, we find out we're not going to know until deliberation, you know, the round table is over. We have to sit through it, so nobody knows anything.
I had a hard time keeping track. Was there a way we could figure out who was on track to be the seeker?
I think it's between Dylan and Danielle, no?
I thought so. And Dolores had some, I think.
Yeah,
but
Dylan
I don't think...
didn't get no money the first round.
Yeah, Dylan didn't get anything the first.
Okay.
The kids one, Dylan was too greedy. I don't think he got anything in the second one either, did he?
Okay.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't with the dolls.
Dylan was out of that race. I remember.
Yeah.
And Gabby was too. She busted out.
But we find out
two.
on the last one, he says it could still be anybody's game, which I was really confused about. I guess just depending on how many coins you fined, that you could technically still win even if you were losing.
Were they worth 100 or 1,000?
100 coins. 100.
That's why I was like, how can you catch
it
up?
makes it almost impossible unless you're like Sonic, to come up from 0 and get 30 or 25. And I think was it Britney? I think Britney, and who was the other one? Maybe Dolores. I think it was Britney and Dolores that were up there.
Yeah, I remember Gabby busted out twice. Ivar busted on the baby doll. And Dylan busted out the first two. So it was really like the 3 people you didn't care to win it were in it. So, and 2 of them were traitors. So I was like, all right, this kind of sucks.
Yeah. That's, I like I said, I wasn't in love with the challenge. It was more the excitement of who was going to be the seer. And then towards the end, I was like, oh, F this. We're screwed.
I like the challenge though. I liked it. I liked the
it
first
was still
one.
good.
But it was
funny.
It wasn't like no athleticism involved, but Traitors you don't need that.
It was a goofy.
Yeah.
But I mean it worked. Well, in the end we don't really know who wins because we're not going to figure out who that seer is. So we just go home and it starts right away. Paranoia is at an all-time high, especially for Danielle when she talks to Dylan. Dylan sits her down, and I don't know why. It really actually upset me. It made me angry, actually. I'm not even gonna lie. That he sits and tells her, yeah, it's your name and Gabby's, which, okay, fair, and then goes I don't know what I'm gonna do. Why would you tell her that? Just shut up.
I think maybe just to see how she's going to react.
Maybe.
Let's see how hard she's going to fight. Let's see if she, what kind of...
fight.
But yeah, no, I thought it was hilarious. It was messed up, but
Dylan. I say it 5 times because he spit hot foolishness, boy. You know who it is. Why you been on Gabby this whole time? Come on. What evidence does he have? He's been our frustrating leader this whole time.
I know.
He didn't think it was Rob. It was Rob. He hoped it wasn't Carolyn. It was Carolyn.
I mean, after Rob went home, that sort of shook his confidence and his leadership. He was just I'm not going to say nothing anymore. Or whatever. I'm not going to fight for nobody anymore.
But we got to give him props. After the Rob thing, he has been making the difficult choices in terms of voting for Caroline, voting for Danielle. So, I mean, when it comes down to it, I think Rob going home, like you said, he was like, damn, anybody could be a traitor for real. And now he's listening to evidence. He's still emotional, but at least he's making better choices.
As opposed to Dolores, you went after Tom. What upset me is there was no acknowledgement. Tom just got murdered. You should have been the first one at that breakfast to be like, I feel horrible. I voted for him so many times and it wasn't him. Nothing.
Nothing.
Hey, Alan's remark, probably one of the best ones he ever did.
Oh, yeah.
You guys remember that one?
Yeah.
I don't recall it. Do you? What did he say about him?
The only time Tom's been faithful.
The only time in his life he's been faithful.
Labeled
faithful. Yo, crazy. I was like, okay, let's see.
If the shoe fits.
Yeah. What did you guys think? I'm curious, because this is what I also was like, what the hell is going on in this game? And I guess when you're in it, it's probably a different perspective. But what did you guys think of Britney running, panicking through the house, trying to also secure the votes, looking for Ivar, running outside and awkward?
That was hilarious.
What were your thoughts on that? Because I have thoughts.
It was too much. It was like the whole point. You need to stay under the radar. Like, this is full blown. It reminded me of when like all the drones were in Jersey. It was like, oh, these drones. Oh, what's happening? Calm down.
Bruh,
take a deep
you were
breath.
running around with tinfoil on your head. What are you talking about?
A little.
You was in your car calling me like, I think they're following me, and I'm like, we live by
Because they were.
Newark Airport. It's
No, they were drones.
Okay.
I know what I saw. Okay. But what I'm trying to say is, she just was not incognito at all.
and it was out of character. The whole
Yeah.
game, she's been the one who's like, I'm laying low, I'm sneaking by, and all of a sudden now you're running around this house like a chicken with damn head cut off. What's up with that?
Yeah, no. If people were smart, they would. Where's Dylan taking notes? Because he's trying to be the psychoanalytic behavioral scientist. He didn't catch this.
The funny thing is she was running to Ivar, who's just sitting there like, yeah, no, my mind's, sorry, love, my mind's made up.
Okay,
It's Danielle.
wait.
He's like, are you sure? Yeah, it's Danielle. No, but it's like, it's her, I know. She's like, okay, like you wasted your breath just to be shut down.
Yeah.
I love Ivar. Like, I've never watched Harry Potter, but if he's on Harry Potter, I will watch it. He gives me Harry Potter vibes. Like
Like he could be a professor or something.
something.
If
He's
he was in
Hogwarts
Harry
somewhere.
Potter,
Dumbledore.
there would have been one book, and it would have been like, yeah, that's Voldemort. We know it's Voldemort. It's done. Kill him. We're done. Murdered. One book. That's it. Harry Potter's just a regular ass kid.
Yeah.
Ivar, and a totally normal decision making. That's the Harry
Literally.
Potter book.
I love when he tells Britney, because she's like, she starts acting like Danielle too, the mimicking of Danielle's behavior. And he's just like, sweetheart, it's just a game. It's seriously just a game. Like no, like compassion, because it's like, shut up. Like, shut up.
I feel like he's gonna tell her, it's like, you know, they're not actually getting murdered, love. Like,
Oh my god.
shit.
That was probably, I think it might have been my favorite part of the whole episode, was that whole interaction. Just, I don't know. But
He's
if that
growing
didn't-
on me.
me
Same.
too. I wasn't a huge fan, but now I'm like, bring Ivar back. I want Ivar. Like, I don't want him to go. Which, that leads us to the Roundtable now. We go into Roundtable after all this running around and crying and Danielle's shaking profusely. And we go into Roundtable, and I think we all, and maybe you guys have a different opinion, I assumed it was going to be between Gabby and Danielle. But things take a turn. So what did you guys think about Roundtable?
I think it was supposed to be between Gabby and Danielle. And then Gabby drug her across the table by that beautiful head of hair of Danielle's, and was just like, you are not ready for this. First of all, she threw out, you guys are just trying to send another strong woman home. Oh, it's because I didn't talk to you guys. We're going off feelings and emotions again, which has led us the wrong place. And then she's like, maybe because I'm not going that hard, and it's like, and then Danielle tries to play her like, yeah, maybe you are playing dumb. She's like, oh no, I didn't say I'm stupid. Don't miscommunicate. She was checking her every step of the way, and they had to pivot. And I was impressed how they pivoted. I was impressed, but they were going to go after Gabby, and she was like, not today, Satan. I'm good.
There was an episode where Danielle was saying, like, at the round table, watch the traitors. This is how you know they're traitor. They're going to attack. You say their name and they're going to attack. I thought that Danielle's behavior or Gabby's behavior was going to be more in attack mode, but I feel like they were both kind of going at each other, I was like, this is not good.
Well, I feel like Danielle was doing exactly what she was saying.
But that's what I'm saying.
To watch
This is
out.
not-
And
this
Gabby
is not
was
good.
like, I'm gonna volley right that back at you because I ain't taking this shit. She was impressive. She was impressive there.
Yeah.
And Gabby's been growing on me. Like I was telling her, I was like, at first I did think she was, pretty, ditzy, but I've been watching her the whole game, and she's been watching, paying attention, making her moves in the she's been doing good, and the way she held her own argument, shut it down, took the criticism, sent it back, but all maintaining her composure was very impressive.
Yeah.
My biggest gripe with her was that she was sitting on she could have finished this game early if she really wanted to. At the very beginning of the show, she did notice Danielle she didn't know who the second person, but she did know Danielle was in that secret room coming out. She could have kind of waited to see who was in that room with her. I would want to know. You don't have to make it obvious. You can be in another room and just see who walks past with her. Easy. And then now you have two people, and then it makes everything easier. And also, she was sitting on this information. She only told one person this. She could have brought it up in the round table as part of her evidence. Like, I saw Danielle coming out of a room, out of a bookcase. I was sitting on it because, whatever reason, but that to me was probably one of the biggest clues that she was a traitor, and she would have argued that right. I think Danielle would have went home, or the vote would have been a lot more unanimous.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, you're right, because now would have been the time to bring that out, because if you bring it out too early, you get murdered. But that could have been the kill shot here. Yeah.
Yeah, because it would have blindsided her because she didn't know anything about it. So if you waited to do that at that round table, but I do think Gabby was trying to be not overly do it either to make it seem so like fighting, maybe. I don't know, but I agree. I think that was a huge missed opportunity at this round table. Disappointing.
Very. I was waiting for it to drop too.
I do want to say throughout this whole season, the one player that the whole time I kept thinking, I'm like, if they were really paying attention, who you would want to get out as a traitor is Gabby. She doesn't go with the flow. Even of her little friends that she's so close to and the only one she talked to, she would vote opposite of them sometimes. And to me, as a traitor, that's the most dangerous player. Somebody that beats at their own drum and doesn't need a backing, who will stand on their own, which now we're seeing that. She can
100%.
stand on her own with nobody, and that's horrible. Like, you need followers and things like that, who you rely on and who you're desperate to keep. Those are people that are weak. They're weak-minded, they're not good at the game. But Gabby, I could tell just when she started going against what, Chriselle and a few of them were doing, she just went on her own path, what she thought was right, no matter what. And I was like, oh, that's a dangerous player. So I'm surprised they let her go this long. And why they banished Tom over her makes no sense to me as traitors.
I think they just think she's stupid. Like,
yeah.
They don't see her as a threat at all. So she's not on the radar.
My other point that I loved at that round table was when Danielle was like, I sat here and I voted twice for Rob. And she's like, so did I.
Oh, yeah. Shut her down.
Damn.
And she starts shaking.
She's like, like the hat started bobbling. Like,
Yo, I'm dead.
Well, it comes to voting.
One thing, Nora, like she did that with Nikki. Like when everybody was voting for Nikki, she didn't, right? Even Chriselle voted Nikki in.
Yeah, she has stood on her own a few times, and she might agree in circles. You see how she's very smart, even with her own little friends. She'll sit there and agree with certain things, and then be like, I don't know. Like she'll make a little comment and then stop because I think she realized, I'll get murdered. I have to be careful. Don't trust really anybody. We could be friends. We can be, the cute girls, the Bambi eyes. But at the end of the day, this is a game and I'm here to win. So I can respect her as a player. I hope she gets, and I would imagine she'll be on other game shows, these kind of game shows. She's good at it. Should be on them.
I want to say her reaction when she was left in a room with Danielle was priceless. Did you see that when they were sitting down and Danielle was just sitting down quiet with her eyes closed and her face was like the whole time, like
Yeah.
like making all these faces. I was crying. I was like, yo, she's doing it right in the open. Like for like 10, 20 minutes. She said she was just sitting there.
Oh my god.
I'm right next to a cold, blooded traitor, and then she's just like her facial expressions were just hilarious.
Yeah.
She got jokes.
Yeah. Good TV. Good
She's
TV.
very witty, quick-witted too, which I love. Like, she's fast on her toes, and we love that.
Yeah. It's just like you just never want to judge a book by its cover, and when it exceeds your expectations, it's just like you said, great TV. So, I would be happy if she joins that group of like Kates and Parvati's who keep coming back.
Yeah, I agree.
I would say Tom and her, bring her back. Bring Tom back.
Yeah,
why
bring
not?
Tom back.
Good TV.
After like maybe 5 seasons, do your All Stars. Like
Man,
Yeah.
I can't wait for that All Star.
Yeah.
Maybe not even just All Stars. Also, like
or World, if there, because I know there's a UK ones.
Yeah.
UK one is boring. I'm
I
talking
know,
more
but
like
I'm saying if you
Put
put
the
the
good
best of
players
there
on it.
with
Yeah.
the best here.
yeah. I
kinda
want to
shake things up.
see the people that didn't get far, because a lot of those people were really entertaining. Like Johnny. Johnny never had a shot past day one. Like those people that got knocked out early, I want to see something with them as well, because they had never had a chance to really play the game.
Yeah, like this season I wouldn't have minded to see Dorinda get a little farther, because she would have like swap her and Dolores. She would have. Dorinda, sometimes she has a crazy mouth, like we saw complaining about why is everybody eating here, and like we've been stuck out there. But I would have rather see her make it a little farther.
Yeah. I agree with that. She'll shake things up because she doesn't care. Dolores has always been a follower. I'm saying that because of her friend Teresa, who's said terrible things, and she sits and backs her just because they're friends. And I'm like, okay, girl, well, you could be friends with your friend and still check her and be like, yo, you're out of pocket.
Yeah.
But this is what we're stuck with.
Are there any other like Bravo celebrities or challenge people or who you want to see on future seasons? Have you guys thought about it?
I would like to see Reza back, because he was another one that got kicked from Shaw's of Sunset. There's also Gigi from Shaw's, who is extremely controversial, extremely hot-headed. She might make a good one. A lot of the Shaw characters, even Mike, but I think he's like in it for domestic violence right now. He just got, so I don't think we're going to see him. But he's always been one that has a lot of drama. But Gigi on Shaw's of Sunset with MJ and Reza, she is very hot-headed, pop-off, fighter. So it might be interesting to watch her just bring drama. I don't think she would be a good game player, but she definitely brings some drama maybe.
I would like to see Jordan. I would like to see how he uses his brain in this setting, where it's not too much challenge based but more logic based. I would love to see how he performs there, because I think he's probably one of the... And Kylan, actually. I would love to see Kylan on here use his calculator brain to figure shit out.
The question was Bravo Universe. They are not
said
Bravo.
the challenge. She said the challenge. She said the challenge.
I heard Bravo.
Of course,
too.
you guys. That's why.
Yeah, you guys don't be listening. That's the problem. He said the challenge too.
Raquel, any from the Housewives bench or?
Yeah, I would love to see Sandy from Below Deck.
Wow,
Captain
I was thinking
Sandy.
her too.
Yep, Captain Sandy, and to go back to the challenge, because they're on the table. Josh, I want to see Josh play.
I could see them bringing Josh on. I could see them.
Yeah.
Like I
could
want
see
to
him.
see him specifically as a faithful being targeted as a traitor. Like, how is he going to cry? Are his tears going to be enough to save him?
It was been enough for Danielle.
I would want to see him as a traitor, killing off his friends.
He can't do it. He can't. He couldn't.
That's why I want to see it. I want him to suffer.
He would stand there and say, "I'll forget it. I'm a traitor," and he would quit. Like, he would be so bad as a traitor. I would also want to see like TJ do something besides hosting a show.
Aww.
TJ would be cool.
Could he come on this and
He don't
play?
want. He don't want to
I
work.
know he doesn't
No.
want
He
to.
don't want
I
to
know
work.
he
making
doesn't
so
want
much
to.
money.
Laughing at people.
Yeah.
I would like to see from Vanderpump Stassi on Traitors. I think
Okay.
Stassi would have a similar game as Gabby's, where she's very quick-witted and would talk back. I don't know if she would be as composed because
No, she definitely
would pop off,
No.
but she would be intimidating. So I think she would work in this game, and then I would have liked to see Karen Huger, but she's gonna be
I was gonna say Karen.
she's gonna be away for a little bit. But hey, listen, little setback for a big comeback. Let's go.
Is that her
I-
tagline?
I'm writing her next tagline for next season.
I wanna.
Yeah.
I want them to introduce people from a similar show called The Mole, and I would like them to bring some players from that show and see how they fare on Traitor, because they have experience. Well, some experience trying to find somebody that is a mole. So I think it's something similar, and I would like to see them bring some people from that show into this one, because why not?
Yeah.
There's definitely, I'm trying to think even outside of just like housewives. There's probably so many people. I would love to hear our viewers. Like, I think that's the best question to ask you guys is who are your top three, if you could bring any reality from any kind of network into the show, who are they and what show are they from? I'm curious to see what people say.
And why? Yeah.
And why?
I
Yeah.
don't
Well,
know why.
My favorite reality show is Top Chef, which is coming back soon, and I would like to see Padma do Traitors too.
Oh, she'd be probably pretty good because she's very like she's
would
smart. She's very composed.
She will trick you with her food. She'll be a traitor and she'll be like cooking
Yeah.
you up some food. Yeah.
Oh,
no.
her as a traitor, it's over.
Yeah.
Oh, I only see her as a traitor. Like she's so badass.
Yeah.
And she scared people. She's intimidating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even think of like Top Chef people. There's a few of them that could probably be pretty good. But all right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, back to Danielle and Gabby. The tables turn once Gabby lays down the law of like, nah, bitch, it ain't me. Like, you're not voting me. It ain't me. So then it flips. And I think we have Dolores to thank for that. She opens her mouth and says pretty much, I'm going to vote for you, Ivar, no matter what. And that changes everything. I think both, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think Britney and Danielle peeped that, like, all right, here's our only shot, is we got to go with Ivar now. So Danielle, although you said, and you were so sure it was Gabby, she writes down Ivar, and so we have 3 for Ivar, 3 for Danielle.
I have to say how impressive the nonverbal communication was between Gabby and Danielle, to where
Bruh.
they like locked eyes, and then they
Yo.
were like, "All right, we switch it to this motherfucker over here." And I was like, "Yo, the switch was insane." Because I was asking, I was like, "Do you think they're really gonna switch?" And she was like, "I mean, they were showing us eye contact, but we didn't know. You know, sometimes they just show clips." But I'm like, I honestly felt like they were like talking to each other with their eyes, like, "Oh yeah, she's voting."
Yeah. For
If,
sure.
if Dolores doesn't say what she said, Danielle would have went home like first.
Yeah.
You know, after that first one, 100%.
Yeah, she would have been. It would have been 3, 2, and 1. You know, but that's what I was like, for sure, it's gonna be a tie now because there's no way. So
But I got tricked because when Danielle flipped it and said Ivar, they showed Britney and she was shocked, and I'm like, oh, did Danielle switch it and Britney didn't get it?
That's what, yeah.
And then they went to Britney and it's like, nope, she got, she had the right idea and
Good
also
TV.
switched.
It was
I was
good
like,
TV.
damn.
It was good.
Yeah.
It got. But when I saw that, I was just like, all right, Dylon, how can you not know that it's Danielle? Because she's just voting just to save herself
That's what
now.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's a freaking
He knows.
no.
He
He's
knows.
Dollar Tree Dr. Psychologist over here. Like,
but he saved himself. He did the right thing.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. I will say then, because it's a draw, Alan comes out and says, there can't be a draw. We're not leaving this room. We're going to vote again.
Mm-hmm.
And if we're tied, it's left to chance. So Danielle and Ivar get their last chance at pleading their case. And I just have to say, Ivar, we like you, but where the hell was your case? Like, this is when you could have been like, he had nothing. He could have said, you guys, like, I mean, Dolores, really. Think about this. She just said it's Gabby over and over and over. She just said she's going to vote for Dolores. You said you were going to vote for me. And now look, she switched it. It's her. She's not even voting for the traitor. She thinks the traitor. She's just voting so she could stay here. She is a traitor. Mm-hmm. But he doesn't plead anything, and we go in another round.
But can I ask you guys something? Because I think Dolores is a blockhead. So if you're Ivar, do you actually look at Britney and be like, Britney, come on. We talked about this. This is a game. Nobody's actually getting banished to the
shadow realm.
To the shadow realm. Let's be real here. Look how she just switched her vote. You got to know that she's I that's what I would have done. I would really try to.
Yeah.
I would try to speak to reason rather than blockhead.
That's true. That is very true. And it starts applying pressure. Like, Britney, now, whatever the outcome is, if Ivar goes, it's like, well, damn, Britney, you also, why did you hold on so long? But we're left on a cliffhanger. We end voting again and being in the same tie. So I'm curious, what do you think, how do you think they determine the chance? What do you think is about to happen next episode?
I don't think it's a tie. I don't think Britney. They didn't show Britney's vote.
Oh, they didn't show.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That is true.
And I'm telling you, we need history to repeat itself. Britney, you didn't want some Big Brother. Do it for the content. Do it for the content.
Yeah.
Kick Danielle out of here. Let her hate your guts for the next 10 years, but you survive another day.
Mm-hmm.
And you see yourself as a faithful.
Yeah, I would love to see that.
Me
I
too.
don't think she's going to do that. But that would be the best move for her because she doesn't realize that Danielle put a target on Britney's back, by telling her to be a traitor. I mean, she does realize it, but I don't know. She needs to send her home.
Yeah, I agree. Sorry,
So-
I forgot about that. I'm just assuming she votes her. That's why in my head.
So
I think so too. But
do you guys think it's better TV for Britney to vote Danielle than it come to another draw and a coin flip?
Yeah.
if it's a coin flip, bruh, I don't want to see a coin flip.
Yeah.
I want to see a coin flip. I want to see it. I want to see a coin flip because I think it'll be funny. I think it'll be funny to see Danielle's face, like the whole time it's in the air, just all over the place. How she's going
gonna
crazy.
do that. She'll do that anyway if Britney sends her home. She'll do the same thing.
What if they flip it and she just punches it out the air and just be like, I was going to fight. I'll fight the coin. Like,
The thing is, like, you know, Danielle has been talking about becoming friends again with Britney, and like this is their redemption, reconciliation season, and now they're best friends.
gotta do it.
Listen, you gotta send her home.
It'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like,
I'd love it.
She has so much power right now. Like,
And Nora, you said
Felicia.
the key thing. It would cement her as a faithful.
Yeah.
They're not voting. It's you voted your best friend home.
Do you,
You
think
have
so,
a free
though?
ride. Yeah, because then it's like the rest of the game it'd be like, I reasoned. Like, I didn't want to vote my best friend off, but I did because I am a faithful and I wanted to do the right thing.
Or were you a traitor? You smelled blood in the water and then you threw her under the bus.
I don't think so because of how close they are. And she voted one way and then finally flipped, saying,
she
like,
switched.
look, I looked at reason. I saw how she flipped from, you know, Gabby to Ivar, even though she did too, but she was
did it
stuck
too,
anyway.
that's what-
But she had already said, I can't vote for Danielle. So she was like, pretty much saying, I wasn't sure who it was. But after all that, I realized it was her. It had to be her. That's
I
how
think
I
she's
would
gonna
word
vote
it.
for her. I think she's gonna vote for her.
I think if you do that, people will know you're a traitor regardless. If you
No.
reason with them,
No.
who else is left? I mean, they still
Gabby.
suspect.
Gabby.
I would throw it on Gabby.
Yes.
I would say that's why they went after each other. It's been like that every time the traitors attack. Danielle and Carol.
That's a
Bob
good
the
point,
drag
yeah.
queen and Rob. Gabby, and you have a free ride. Brittany has a
And
free ride
Dylan
if
would
she
believe
doesn't.
you, because he's so convinced for whatever reason that Gabby's a traitor.
Yeah.
Let me ask. Next week is the finale.
Yep.
Yes.
they're gonna
Yeah.
do
and,
that.
Everything.
and the reunion. And the reunion. Yeah.
Wait,
Ooh.
what? They're dropping
Yeah,
two, or?
Yeah.
Dropping two.
It's both.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So
either.
It's gonna be the best birthday ever because it's my birthday next Thursday. Yay!
Yay!
Yeah.
I forgot.
Oh shit!
It's okay. It's okay.
Damn. He's kidding.
So they're gonna have that vote off thing. I'm assuming again. I think they're gonna need to sacrifice one more person at that thing, but I wouldn't. Okay, let me pose this to you guys. Let's say, what's the last group? Who do you think wins?
Oh damn.
Who do you think wins?
Dylan. I think
Yeah.
Dylan.
So
Like, how does this
I guess, do you guys think a traitor wins?
Oh no, I don't.
So we're gonna
But-
say they're gonna get Britney out.
Well, Britney is a hard one, I think, because maybe she makes it. But if I'm everybody, I'm like, if I only after 100% know you're faithful. I think Dylan only thinks that of Ivar, and maybe Dolores. So,
But I don't think Dolores thinks Ivar is. So I'm
But
thinking
if-
it's Dylan
but
and
if-
Dolores at the end. And that's it.
yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I guess it
How
depends who
messed
gets
up
out.
that one of the
this-
worst players.
It depends who gets out this round table. If they get out Danielle, then I think she'd have more confidence that Ivar is a faithful.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't know how they spin it where he's like, let's say they get Danielle out. Then he's like, you guys have to know I'm not a traitor because I didn't try to, like she was trying to get another traitor out. And I don't know. My head hurts. The
It'd
possibilities
be like
are
that.
endless.
Yeah, traitors.
Yeah.
I
Only
just want
Alan
to say,
and Lala have a handle on this game.
oh, bravo to the producers for where they left the cliffhanger, because it was, I mean, you can't rate that even great of television. Reality TV, it was a perfect cliffhanger right before the finale to leave us at. Is this almost tie, maybe tie, and kind of see, because now I'm like, I just can't, I wish it was tomorrow we could watch it, because I'm like, shit, I want to know. Like, I can't wait all week.
Yeah.
And do you think it is a coin flip? I was thinking it might be like a spin the bottle situation.
Nah, that's too easy for Alan. I mean, he wears these extravagant outfits not to flip coins in. Like, he's not gonna flip a coin.
But this happened before, didn't it? Or did they? It was a draw before, but did they just switch their vote at the end?
Yeah. Yeah, I think
think
it was
so.
at the finale. One of the finale with like CT, and wasn't there a draw there and he made them re-vote and they changed their vote?
No, but that was a fire pit ceremony. I'm talking about the round table. I think there was a draw before. But I don't know how that was resolved.
We've
But
never
it's-
seen
it's
how
chance,
chance
so
gets resolved. Yeah.
50-50.
What if it's rock, paper, scissors? Best two out of three.
That'd be hilarious.
Dylan be like, damn, I wish it was me in there. I'll be your champion. All
I
right.
think that's it. I think there's, we just have to sit and wait. It's almost here.
Give it to me now.
I know. I would pay to watch it early. Like, can we pay like $2.99 for the episode? I'll pay for it right now.
Definitely. Like $300, you mean, right? Because
$2.99 is not enough. They're gonna be like,
Well,
you can wait your ass till next week.
yeah,
you already got my Peacock subscription, so
yeah.
Here we got your money.
I'm glad you said P and subscription before and after.
All right. Well, I think that's it.
Yeah.
I
Bye.